Tesla's major master move. Tesla is shaking up the world again, and this time it's not just about fast cars or fancy batteries. We're talking about a game-changing move that could disrupt everything from how we drive to how we power our homes. For years, Tesla's been ahead of the curve, but what they're doing next? It's on another level. They've mastered electric vehicles, revolutionized the energy industry, and now they're setting the stage for the future in a way that no one saw coming. But the real question is, how far can they push this? And what happens when everyone else catches up? Before Tesla flipped the auto industry on its head, before the robots and superchargers and self-driving dreams, there was just a kid named Elon. Born in South Africa in 1971, Elon Musk was the kind of kid who read science fiction like it was scripture. He taught himself computer programming at the age of 12 and sold his first video game, Blastar, before most kids his age even had a computer. But his early life wasn't all coding and comics. He was bullied relentlessly in school, sometimes so badly he had to be hospitalized. Still, he never stopped thinking about the future.
Full self-driving, unsupervised version in California and Texas next year. The ultimate timeline for Tesla to get to where they are today, where the autonomous driving software still needs the driver to be alert and paying attention.
In his teens, Elon moved to Canada and later made his way to the US, landing at the University of Pennsylvania, where he studied physics and economics. He had this intense belief that the future would be shaped by three things: the internet, clean energy, and space. And true to form, he didn't just dream about them, he built companies around them. First came Zip2, an online city guide. He sold it for millions. Then PayPal, which changed online payments forever. After selling PayPal to eBay, Elon suddenly had over $100 million in the bank. And instead of retiring to a beach somewhere, he did the most Elon Musk thing possible. He risked it all. He threw his money into three wild ideas: SpaceX, Solar City, and Tesla. At the time, Tesla was just a tiny startup with a crazy goal: build electric cars that didn't suck. Elon wasn't even the founder. He joined as a major investor and quickly took the reins. Everyone thought it was doomed. The auto industry laughed. Investors panicked. But Elon had a habit of proving people wrong. And Tesla? That was just the beginning of a much bigger story. Tesla's major master move isn't just about building electric cars anymore. It's about changing how we live, move, and even power our homes. The world is slowly starting to see what Tesla has been building behind the scenes for years. And it's far more than just vehicles. While most people were paying attention to the cool cars and the drama surrounding Elon Musk, Tesla was busy crafting something bigger: a full-blown energy and artificial intelligence empire.
People, and then of course there were the humanoid robots. Lots of robots who did, of course, do some dancing.
It's easy to think of Tesla as just a car company, but that's not really what they are anymore. That's just one piece of the puzzle. Think about it. Tesla makes solar panels, massive battery storage systems, supercomputers, self-driving software, and even robots. The cars are really just a gateway into a much larger ecosystem. And this ecosystem is being designed to work together in a way that could completely shift how society functions. One of the biggest shocks is how Tesla is quietly stepping into the energy business. Most people don't realize this, but Tesla's battery systems, especially the Megapack, are already being used by power companies and governments to store electricity and stabilize energy grids. These aren't just little batteries for your house. We're talking about containers the size of shipping crates that can power entire neighborhoods. In some places, Tesla's energy systems are literally keeping the lights on. And that's just one part. Their cars, which started out as a bold idea back in 2003, have become more than just transportation. With full self-driving software, Tesla is training its cars to drive themselves using data collected from millions of Teslas already on the road. Every time someone drives a Tesla, the car is learning. That data feeds into a powerful supercomputer called Dojo, built entirely by Tesla, designed to make these vehicles even smarter. This isn't science fiction, it's happening right now. No other car company has access to this kind of real-world data at such a massive scale. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Tesla isn't just creating self-driving cars. They're working on a kind of real-world artificial intelligence. These systems are learning how to move, react, and make decisions in the real world, not in a lab. That's the same type of intelligence that powers Tesla's humanoid robot Optimus. Yes, they're building robots too. And it's not just a gimmick. Optimus is already being tested in Tesla factories to do repetitive tasks, and over time, it might show up in homes and other workplaces.
Investors were hoping to get more details on what Tesla's actual plans were, but in my mind, they signaled a big step forward by planning to launch
The master move here is that while everyone saw Tesla as the company building fast electric cars, it was actually laying the groundwork for something much bigger. By combining electric transportation, solar energy, massive battery storage, and artificial intelligence, Tesla is setting itself up to be at the center of multiple massive industries: automotive, energy, robotics, and AI. It's bold, it's risky, and it's exactly what Tesla has always been about. This isn't a company that follows the rules. It breaks them and makes new ones. That's why this move is so shocking. It's not just the scale of what they're building, it's how quietly and quickly it's all coming together. While the world watched the surface, Tesla was building a foundation for the future.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk unveiling the taxi of the not-so-distant future, the Cybercab, at an exclusive event tonight. And that's not the only new innovation that's wowing.
Just when it seemed like Tesla had done it all: electric cars, solar energy, AI-powered self-driving, Elon Musk stepped onto a stage and introduced something that felt straight out of a sci-fi movie: a humanoid robot named Optimus. At first, many people thought it was just a wild idea or maybe even a PR stunt. A robot that walks like a human, lifts things, and mimics movement? It sounded futuristic, even impossible. But as it turns out, Optimus is very real, and Tesla is putting serious effort into making it a key part of its long-term vision. The early prototypes of Optimus already show it walking, picking up objects, and performing basic tasks. And the progress is faster than anyone expected.
Mark, the show was delayed by 30 minutes, but it was incredible. Tesla estimates that we could be riding in fully automated vehicles within the next few years, and that is not all.
What makes Optimus different from other robots is the brain behind it. Tesla is using the same AI neural networks that power its full self-driving cars to teach the robot how to move, learn, and adapt. That means Optimus isn't just a machine that follows programmed instructions. It's designed to understand the world around it and make decisions, just like a human. This is a big deal. Most robots in factories today are good at one or two repetitive tasks, but Optimus could eventually do a wide range of jobs, from helping out in manufacturing to taking care of the elderly. Musk has made it clear that the goal is for Optimus to take on boring, repetitive, or even dangerous tasks so that humans don't have to. Imagine a factory where robots like Optimus work alongside humans, or maybe even take over entire production lines. Think about hospitals or nursing homes where these robots assist in lifting patients, delivering supplies, or providing company to those who need it most. That's the kind of future Tesla is aiming for.
Pulling up on your screen is the future of transportation. Fully automated robo-taxis powered by Tesla.
So I hope this goes well.
And there's more. Because Tesla designs the hardware, software, and AI all in-house, it has total control over how Optimus is built and how it learns. That puts Tesla in a very rare and powerful position. Most companies either build the robot or develop the software, not both. Tesla does everything under one roof. This tight integration makes it easier to upgrade, innovate, and improve the robot quickly. Optimus might still be in its early stages, but the potential is massive. The idea isn't just to sell robots, it's to create a whole new type of workforce. In the future, we might see Optimus robots working in places we never imagined: factories, restaurants, homes, maybe even on Mars. And with Tesla leading the charge, that future might arrive sooner than we think. For now, it's still early days, but the message is clear. Tesla doesn't just want to change how we drive, it wants to change how we live and work. And Optimus could be the next big step in that journey. When people think of Tesla, the first thing that usually comes to mind is the cars: sleek, fast, and fully electric. But behind the scenes, one of Tesla's smartest and most powerful moves isn't in the vehicles themselves, it's in the supercharger network. A vast, fast-growing web of high-speed electric charging stations that's quietly becoming one of Tesla's greatest weapons in the EV revolution. This network stretches across North America, Europe, and Asia, and it's growing every year. While other automakers are still trying to figure out how to offer reliable charging to their customers, Tesla already built the answer. And it didn't just build a few stations. It created a full-scale, user-friendly, lightning-fast charging infrastructure that's hard to match. For Tesla drivers, it means they can drive long distances without worrying about finding a charger. Just plug in at a supercharger and be on your way in minutes. But this network isn't just a convenience, it's a strategic moat. Think about it. If you're deciding between buying a Tesla or another electric vehicle, one of the biggest concerns is charging. Tesla has taken away that concern completely for its customers. No waiting for third-party networks, no compatibility issues. Everything works smoothly because Tesla controls it all. And then came the shocker. Tesla opened its supercharger network to competitors, including Ford, GM, and others. At first glance, this seems like a strange move. Why would Tesla help its competition? The answer is bold and brilliant. Tesla doesn't want to win the EV race by locking others out. It wants to own the infrastructure that powers the EV age. By becoming the go-to charging network for everyone, not just Tesla owners, it positions itself like Shell or Exxon in the old gas-powered world. But instead of fossil fuels, Tesla's empire runs on clean electricity, smart technology, and unmatched convenience. Opening up the network also comes with huge financial benefits. Other companies are now paying Tesla for access to its chargers. Governments are also more likely to support and fund Tesla's expansion since the chargers aren't just for Tesla users anymore. It's a win-win, and it places Tesla right at the center of the EV ecosystem. So while competitors scramble to build or partner with third-party charging networks, Tesla is years ahead. It owns the hardware, the software, the data, and now, increasingly, the customer base, even if that customer drives a non-Tesla car. In many ways, this move is redefining how we think about mobility and energy. Tesla isn't just building cars, it's building the roads, the fuel stations, and the grid of the future. And in doing so, it's turning a simple charging station into a global, money-making, industry-shaping powerhouse.
It's propping up its electric car industry. In fact, the European Commission's anti-subsidy investigation is wrapping up in the coming weeks, and some sort of response is expected from Brussels.
Tesla is doing something that no other car company in the world has pulled off at this scale. It's building almost everything in-house, from the chips in its self-driving computers to the batteries that power its vehicles. Tesla is taking control of the entire supply chain. While traditional automakers still depend on outside suppliers for crucial parts and software, Tesla has flipped the script. It's not just a car company anymore. It's a vertically integrated tech and energy powerhouse. This move toward complete vertical integration gives Tesla a huge advantage. Most car manufacturers rely on hundreds, sometimes thousands of suppliers to build one car. That means they're at the mercy of delays, cost hikes, and inconsistent quality. Tesla, on the other hand, builds many of its most important components itself, and this gives it total control over costs, quality, and speed. One of the best examples of this is Tesla's decision to design its own chips. Instead of waiting for chip makers to catch up with the demands of autonomous driving, Tesla developed its own custom AI chip to power its full self-driving system. The result? A chip optimized specifically for Tesla's software, which can process data faster and more efficiently than anything off the shelf. Then there's the battery game, arguably the most critical and expensive part of any electric vehicle. Tesla isn't just buying batteries from third-party suppliers like Panasonic or CATL anymore. It's producing its own advanced 4680 battery cells, which are designed to deliver more power, higher range, and lower costs. This innovation could completely change how electric vehicles are built, and Tesla is leading the charge, literally. And it goes even deeper. Tesla isn't just making batteries, it's going after the raw materials too. The company has secured its own lithium mining rights and is actively involved in refining and processing key battery ingredients, like nickel and cobalt. That means Tesla isn't just cutting out the middlemen, it's becoming the middleman. Owning the entire process from the ground up gives Tesla an edge no other automaker can match. This level of control also allows Tesla to innovate at a much faster pace. When it wants to try a new manufacturing process or introduce a new design, it doesn't have to wait months for suppliers to catch up. It can test, tweak, and roll out changes in a matter of weeks. This is one of the main reasons Tesla has been able to scale so quickly, open gigafactories across the globe, and constantly improve its vehicles without waiting for the industry to catch up. But perhaps the most exciting part of all this is what it means for the future of electric cars. Thanks to its vertical integration, Tesla is getting closer to a milestone that could change everything, making EVs cheaper than gas-powered cars. As battery costs drop and production becomes more efficient, Tesla is driving down prices without sacrificing quality or performance. And once EVs become more affordable than traditional cars, there's really no turning back. That's the point where the internal combustion engine starts to look not just outdated, but completely unnecessary. So while other car makers are still juggling suppliers and struggling with cost overruns, Tesla is quietly building everything under one roof. It's faster, smarter, and more efficient. And it's doing it all while reshaping what a car company, even what a tech company can be. Vertical integration might not sound flashy, but for Tesla, it's the secret weapon that could win the EV war once and for all. What Tesla is doing today is impressive. But what truly shocks the world is where the company is heading next. It's not just building cars or batteries anymore. It's building the foundation for a completely different future. And the waves Tesla is sending through multiple industries aren't small ripples. They're seismic.
Would make up a significant portion of all cars on our streets with something for the future. But then China came along and thrust the future upon us now.
One of the biggest upcoming shifts is the creation of an autonomous taxi fleet. Tesla's plan is simple but groundbreaking. Turn every Tesla on the road into a self-driving, ride-hailing vehicle. That means a world where your car drives you to work in the morning, then goes out and makes money by picking up passengers while you're at the office. If this vision becomes reality, it could completely upend companies like Uber and Lyft, and even challenge public transportation systems in major cities. People might not need to own cars anymore. They could simply summon a Tesla when needed. It's efficient, cheaper, and powered by clean energy. Then there's Tesla's growing presence in the energy sector. With its megapacks, massive battery systems designed to store energy at the grid level, Tesla is slowly moving into territory once controlled by traditional power plants. These systems can store excess energy generated by solar and wind and release it when needed, balancing the grid without relying on coal, gas, or nuclear power. Countries around the world are already adopting Tesla's energy tech, and if it scales the way Musk envisions, it could redefine how we power homes, cities, and entire nations. But the most unexpected, and possibly the most revolutionary development is in robotics. With the Tesla Optimus humanoid robot, Tesla is stepping into the future of labor. These robots are still in the early stages, but they're already walking, lifting, and learning basic tasks. Powered by the same AI that drives Tesla's vehicles, Optimus could eventually become the workforce of the future. From factory floors to elder care, Tesla's robots could take on tasks that are repetitive, dangerous, or physically demanding, opening up entirely new ways to think about human work. At the center of it all is Tesla's greatest weapon, software. Unlike traditional cars that lose value and performance over time, Teslas get better. Over-the-air updates push improvements to the car's interface, driving capabilities, battery management, and more, just like a smartphone. This approach turns every Tesla into a constantly evolving machine. It's not just transportation anymore, it's a smart device on wheels. So while most people still see Tesla as just a car company, the truth is far more ambitious. Tesla is building a future where transportation, energy, labor, and everyday technology are seamlessly connected. It's not just changing how we drive, it's changing how we live. And that's the global shockwave the world wasn't prepared for.
Drive into the future. And the biggest change that's happened has been in terms of the attitudes of ordinary people. You just have to speak to the would-be customers at this huge...
Tesla's rise to global dominance seems almost impossible when you look back at where it all began. In 2003, two engineers, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, founded Tesla with a bold and risky vision: to build electric cars that weren't slow, boring, or impractical, but fast, desirable, and game-changing. At the time, the idea was almost laughable. The auto industry was ruled by gas-guzzling giants, and electric vehicles were seen as little more than experimental novelties. But Eberhard and Tarpenning weren't aiming small. They wanted to shake the entire system. One of their earliest believers was Elon Musk, who came on board as an investor in 2004 after selling PayPal. Musk didn't just write a check, he dove in headfirst. He believed deeply in Tesla's mission to accelerate the world's shift to sustainable energy and took on a leadership role that would shape the company's destiny. But the road was anything but easy. Tesla's early years were a brutal test of willpower. The original Roadster, the company's first car, took years to develop, cost more than expected, and ran into production problems that nearly sank the company. By 2008, Tesla was on the verge of bankruptcy. Employees were laid off, suppliers were getting nervous, and investors were pulling back. Musk himself admitted the company came within days of running out of money. But instead of giving up, Musk went all in. He poured tens of millions of his own money into Tesla just to keep the lights on. He worked around the clock and pushed the team to keep building, keep solving problems, and never lose focus. In those desperate times, Tesla employees were sleeping on factory floors, skipping holidays, and doing whatever it took to survive. This wasn't just a startup, it was a battle. Critics mocked them, Wall Street doubted them, legacy automakers dismissed electric cars as a passing trend. But Tesla kept moving forward. Each challenge became a lesson. The Roadster turned into the Model S, which proved that EVs could be luxurious, powerful, and sleek. That was followed by the Model X, then the more affordable Model 3, which changed everything. What kept Tesla alive during those years wasn't just money or technology, it was belief, a relentless belief in the mission. For Musk and his team, it was never just about building a car, it was about changing the future, ending our dependence on fossil fuels and proving that sustainable energy wasn't just necessary, it was better. And against all odds, that wild idea turned into one of the most valuable companies on the planet. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.